Hello and welcome back. I am Miss Bizz, and this is us playing through Western Skyrim in Elder Scrolls Online. Now, I already do not remember what I told you we were going to do during this episode, because I'm pretty sure I told you. We're gonna do the town quest because we're here, so why not? Okay, so let's go talk to this person.
You've done it. Ah, hello. You're rather strapping, aren't you? If you're here about the traps, there's no need to worry. Claudina fixed them right up. She's really quite good at this. I can almost guarantee that they won't trip anyone else today.
What are these traps for?
Spirits, of course. Ideally, the ones that have been terrorizing these poor people. My mentor, Claudina, and I are supernatural specialists. We've been given the important responsibility of investigating Blackreach's disappearing miners.
Have you found anything? You mean it's not the vampire eating them? Okay, sorry. She probably doesn't know.
Not yet, but I know we're close. We've hit a few snags, but if we just had a little more time, and maybe a set of extra hands... You look very clever. I'm sure if you joined us, we'd solve this in no time. Interested? Claudina would reward you.
What needs to be done?
We identified a few spots with reported spiritual activity. Here, take Claudina's notes. The hope is that placing traps here will increase our chances of capturing an entity, and figuring out what happened to the missing miners. Exciting, right?
How do these traps work?
Oh, what a wonderful question. I won't bore you with the details, though they are fascinating. Essentially, these traps will magically weaken the spirit. Once it passes through the physical barrier, the warding spells render it unable to move.
So you've done this before?
Absolutely! My very first case with Claudina, we captured a very powerful ghost with such a trap. I'll never forget. It burst forth from the wardrobe and I nearly died of fright. Thankfully, Claudina pushed me out of the way, just in time.
Who are you exactly?
Me? Oh, I'm practically no one. I'm just a mage that never really fit in anywhere. That is, until I heard of Claudina's exploits. I've always been obsessed with her work, so I tracked her down and begged her to take me on as her assistant.
And what's Claudina's story?
I don't possibly have the time to tell you of her many amazing exploits. Claudina is a renowned figure when it comes to the study of the supernatural. She's had a lustrous career and published much of her work. You should read some. She's my hero.
How did you convince her to let you be her assistant?
It wasn't easy. Claudina built her business herself. After her husband died, she used his fortune to pursue her studies, and has been on her own ever since. But I think she saw the benefit in a pair of young hands, and an eager mind.
What do you think happened to the miners?
I'm not sure. I used to try and guess the conclusions of our cases, but I was almost always wrong. Claudina says not to speculate too early. Each case is different and requires a different approach. I hope the missing people are safe at any rate.
Oh, is this Claudina?
Phoebe convinced you to help us, did she? You have my thanks. But I hope you're prepared to work. This is a very serious responsibility. We owe it to these people to ease their fears. This is my life's work. I do not take it lightly.
Who are you?
My name is Claudina Ildine. I deal in the supernatural and strange. Sometimes that means reuniting families with their lost loved ones that were taken too soon. Other times it means hunting dark, malicious spirits in ancient ruins.
And what are you doing in Blackreach?
Phoebe and I go where there is need. Our work often takes us to strange places, though I will admit this place tops the list. There are restless spirits everywhere. They exist on the peaks of mountains, just as they do in the underbelly of the earth.
What do you think is happening here?
It's too soon to tell. I have endless theories, but I need more evidence. I would be happy to indulge your curiosities after our business here is concluded. But, as it stands, I cannot afford to become distracted by mere possibilities.
Okay. Alright, so we need to place a few spirit traps. Looks like not too
What
far.
an exciting case! I simply must write down this new development.
Focus on the task at hand, Phoebe. There will be time for that later.
Interesting. Alright. What do we got going on over here? Okay. Looks a whole lot like the traps from the Thieves Guild. I wonder what else we got going on. Should we go talk to the other guy, or should we... Let's place the spirit traps down first, and then we'll go deal with the other guy. How do I get over there? This place is not the easiest to navigate. I did recently install a, I recently installed a mini-map while I was, like, streaming, not for during this Let's Play, but you know what? I might want to use it in here, because this place is a little bit confusing. Though I don't think the map is overly helpful. There is an exploration event going on right now. It probably actually ends at some point today. I'm not sure. Today is a Monday. Below? Today is a Monday, so I'm thinking it maybe ends today, but it is already later in the day. Oh my goodness, it in there? I hope I can get back up. This is an interesting cave. Oh my goodness, I see. It is a dungeon. Well, like a public dungeon. Place trap on the hill. There's also a world boss down here. Interesting. Alright, Phoebe, we placed your traps.
You're back! Did you have any trouble setting up the traps?
No, the traps are placed.
Great work! You're a natural. Have you ever considered making this your life's work? It's really quite rewarding, and you certainly have the aptitude for it. Anyway, I'm sure Elle will be relieved to hear that they're all set up now.
Who is Elle?
Elle Bitterblade, the head of Dusktown. She hired us, though she's been understandably doubtful since her husband, Overseer Earlvar, kicked us out of the mines earlier. Maybe you could help smooth things over by telling her the traps are set up?
I'll talk to Elle.
Oh, thank you so much. Claudina and I are good with the spirit side of things, but we struggle with people. If you talk to Elle and assure her that we're doing everything we can, she'd probably feel better. She should be right outside the mines.
Why were you kicked out of the mines?
Well, remember what I said earlier about the traps? We had an incident with the mine foreman, but he wasn't in any danger. We freed his leg easily and got all the paint off. We fixed the traps, but nonetheless, the mines are off limits to us now.
Interesting. Claudina?
You're going to talk to Elle? Good. You have my gratitude. The less people I have to deal with, the better I can concentrate on my work.
Okay. Who is this person?
Claudina, say more about your process. I want to capture everything in my notes.
Oh, man. I don't know.
You defended Fort Virag against General Sarian. A friend of mine fought there.
Weird. I don't know if this chick is good or bad. A hiding spot? Oh my goodness, they did definitely incorporate some Thieves Guild stuff, and I wonder if there's a reason why. I wonder if we're going to need to use that later on, or if they're just, you know, remembering, oh yeah, hiding spots, those are a thing. We should let thieves thieve.
There's no need for alarm.
But Captain Agron is missing now. Who will protect us?
We don't need protection. We're perfectly safe.
You're wrong. There's something evil haunting this place, and we're its next victims.
That's not a Nord. Grumog?
You should get out of Blackreach while you still can, stranger. The mines are haunted. Our leaders may be trying to pretend nothing's wrong, but they're not fooling anyone. This place is angry. We never should have come down here.
You think the mines are haunted?
What else could it be? The job offer I responded to promised profits from a new and exciting secret mining venture. But ever since we got down here, we've had nothing but trouble. There's something evil in Blackreach, and it ain't worth the money.
Do you think the ghost hunters Elle hired are helping?
Hard to say. They seem capable enough. But what if what we're up against is too big for them? This whole place is one giant unknown. Blackreach doesn't abide by the same rules as everywhere else. Maybe its spirits don't either.
Elle and Overseer Earlvar seem to think the missing people might have wandered off.
I don't think either of them really believe that. They're just trying to keep everyone from panicking. They can only make excuses for so long. Sooner or later, they'll have to come to terms with the fact that something down here wants us all dead.
All right.
I'm beginning to think hiring those ghost hunters was a mistake. I thought it would make everyone feel a little safer to know we were looking into it, but it's just made everything worse.
I came to tell you that they finished setting up the traps.
Are you another one of that woman's assistants? Look, when I hired those two, they assured me that they had things well in hand. But we've got another person missing, and my people are scrambling over themselves in their fear.
Who's missing?
My town guard, Captain Agron. He was last seen at the administrative offices, but then he didn't show up for his posting. He just up and vanished, same as the others.
Do you think he wandered off?
Possibly, but I wouldn't have taken Captain Agron for a deserter. If you're helping those ghost hunters, would you take a look in the offices? My people are scared. I'd like to have a working theory to give them, at least.
Okay, I'll check the offices.
Here, take my keys. They'll give you access. But please, keep your investigation out of the mines. After that incident this morning, Erlvar only wants workers down there. Best to keep everyone safe.
Can you tell me more about the mining consortium?
I started this venture with my husband. Supposing all of this chaos doesn't completely ruin us, our goal is to be the first to capitalize on Blackreach's frontier. A few days ago, I would have told you we were doing just that. Now, I'm not so sure.
What do you think is really going on here?
At this point, I'm ready to believe it's all a grand joke being played at my expense. I don't know if it's just miners wandering off, or if it's malevolent spirits. But if this doesn't get figured out soon, my whole operation is going under.
Overseer?
Are you investigating this now as well? We already have too many people involved as it is.
Kind of figured you guys were a bad guy and one of you would be a vampire, but it does not seem to be that way. Find the mining consortium offices? Well, where's the office? Above. Okay, let's see if we can get over there. Let's see if I can navigate this place. I don't think I can. You know what? Here, hold up. Do we want to go talk to this guy? See what he needs help with? Oh, it's a letter. Letter to Dorbin? Okay. Oh. You always need to go get all the stuff, especially during events where it's all doubled. Oh. I already have that waste shrine. Oh, there's another one? I don't know what's going on here. I'm assuming the letter is inside and I need to go inside, so let's do that now. You find a letter soiled and crumpled, but seems to be about an important job at the Bard's College of Solitude. Okay. That is completely unrelated to our current thing we got going on, so we're not going to do that one. Oh my goodness, look at all of these. Okay, here's the one about the mining offices. That's the one we went to work on. Okay, let's go up here. This must be the mining offices.
This is the place, Claudina. The locals say Captain Agron disappeared from this very spot.
It's locked. We must find a way inside.
Oh good, you're just in time. We've hit a wall in the investigation. How did it go with Elle?
She gave me keys to investigate the offices.
Oh, great! That's wonderful! Now we don't have to find another way inside. I keep telling Claudina you're a natural. You've just taken to all of this so splendidly. I'm thrilled you get to participate in the ceremony.
What ceremony?
I envy you, getting to experience it for the first time. Basically, if Captain Agron disappeared here, there might be some kind of spiritual residue left over from whatever took place. We need to conduct a ritual to try and harness it.
Okay, I can help with this ceremony.
Here, you take the spirit summoning whistle. When I spread the salts, you blow it. And if there are any spirits remaining in the area, the tone will force them out of hiding. It's a big responsibility, but I know you're ready for it.
Does it actually work?
It varies by situation, but I've seen it work well over a dozen times. Some spirits find it more annoying than anything, but others are very susceptible to the sound. There are few supernatural beings that can ignore it, however.
Oh boy. Okay.
And here is powerful. Don't you think, Claudina? We're onto something. All right, here go the smelling salts. Get ready with the whistle. Do you hear that? It's coming from upstairs.
Slow down, Phoebe. Be vigilant, not hurried.
Did you see that basket move?
No. I'm the brave one.
A spirit!
No, it's a
Phoebe,
cat.
wait. What have I told you about jumping to conclusions?
Okay. Missing miners. I implore you stop investigating the disappearances so loudly. If word gets out that miners are disappearing, the town will panic. You know how superstitious the workers are. I'm sure a logical explanation will surface soon. If you must continue this, can we at least speak privately about how you may do so subtly? Meet me in the caverns behind town to talk about a reasonable plan of action. I would invite you to my office, but again, discretion is of the utmost importance. Let's not attract any more attention than we already have. Interesting.
You'll have to forgive Phoebe. She's still young, and for all her scholarly knowledge, she's prone to startling at the slightest provocation. Did you find anything worthwhile?
I found proof that Captain Agron was looking for the missing miners.
Let me see that. This is from Erlvar, the mine overseer. Could it be mere coincidence that the town guard investigating the mystery of the miners just happens to be the next to go missing? I think not. There is something amiss here.
Are you familiar with the cavern he mentions in the letter?
I have some idea. There's one just below, tucked away in the back of the town. Phoebe may be indisposed for the moment, so I'm counting on you to join me. Keep her whistle on you. We may need it.
Okay. Interesting. Oh, it's all stealing here. But she's a quest person, so she doesn't see me, which is awesome. Why is the music so loud? Wait. I thought that said the chosen people of Atlantis, but it does not. The offices have good green stuff. What is this? Oh, right. I can't believe I didn't recognize a crafting material. Oh. Nope, don't want that. Let's keep on looking. Green, berries. We don't care about berries. I wonder, I really don't need to read okay, so the reason I read bookshelves, well, I'll take those, is because you can get skill points from them, but there's a point where you cannot get skill points from the bookshelves anymore. Either you found all the books that give skill points, or your crafting is already at max level, and your everything else, so it's not just crafting. You could get like a destruction staff skill point or whatever. But anyways, I don't need any. Bookshelf. Okay, I think I searched all the things, and we should hurry up and go see.
What was all that screaming?
Oh, Elle! No worries here! All part of the process, I assure you!
Okay.
My people are scared enough as it is, and these excessive displays are just making things worse. You all need to figure this out.
All right, we will do that. We just need to find the cave. Because, you know, a cave is just fine. The cavern down here?
I'm certain these are the caves mentioned in the letter. Use the spirit whistle here.
Okay.
What was that? It came from inside.
So you want us to go deeper into the caves? Oh boy. It's alright. Trying to make sure I had some... Trying to make sure I had some magicka pots and that we weren't just gonna start talking to Tithys when I was out of magicka. Okay. Oh, look, a heavy
Agron,
sound.
no! Gods, no!
Oh, I was like, is this a spirit or...
Captain Agron, he's... dead. How can he be dead? This wasn't supposed to happen. None of this was supposed to happen.
What's going on here? See, I thought you killed him.
I don't know. I was supposed to meet Captain Agron, but as I passed the caves, I heard a cry. I ran in to find him bleeding out. He died before I could ask what happened. Agron was a fine man. He didn't deserve this fate. This is unacceptable.
Did you see what attacked him?
No, I didn't. You two need to leave. Stop investigating this. Gather your assistant, pack your things, and get out of Blackreach. This is getting far too dangerous, and I don't want to see anyone else get hurt. Please.
What do you mean?
We're wasting time. Just go.
We need to talk.
Yeah, I think we do.
I feel Overseer Earlvar knows more than he told us.
Absolutely.
The last thing we should do is heed his advice to quit now.
So why would he mislead us?
That I do not know, but he seems to be increasingly agitated as we continue to investigate. I may deal in spirits more often than I deal with the living, but I know when I'm being led by the nose. He's hiding something. Let's find out what.
How do we do that?
Captain Agron's wounds are fresh, which means the culprit can't have gone far. We didn't see anything on our way in, so whatever attacked him must have left through the other side of the cave. We should see if we can pick up its trail.
Okay.
Come, it can't have gone far.
First I need to just, you know, check this out. Torn cloth? Oh! Okay, so in Clockwork City, it's not really soil or whatever, so that you find, like, you know, pieces of recycled wood and cloth, and I just realized nothing would grow down here, so that's why that is your crafting material that you can harvest. We're gonna go a little bit deeper into the cave, find more spiders. Well, sorry, not spiders, horvers. They're gross. I don't actually know what bed bugs look like, but to me, I feel like they look like a giant bed bug. Also, where is Neri? I wanted to use her all the time. I'm assuming you don't get to keep. Oh, maybe she died during one of the Harrowstorms.
Whatever killed Captain Agron must have triggered one of our traps.
Ready when you are.
There's footprints.
Oh. Whoa. So, your trap doesn't trap the spirit, it just covers it in paint? This is kind of ridiculous. Okay. At least you picked a good solid paint. Okay, there's still more footprints. We're gonna be following these forever. How come? How come it didn't set off this trap? Eh? Oh my god, it's the Overseer. It can't be Elle. It better not be Elle. No, it's the freaking vampires. The vampires are eating them, right? That's got to be what it is. Oh, I was like, is it this random NPC that we know nothing about? It is not. Oh, look at that. That's how you get alchemy stuff. Oh. The footprints went this way.
Over here!
Curious. Spirits don't use trapdoors.
They sure don't. Look, I figured out how to get to Fen. Oh, we're gonna pick up the water skin and do the harvesting and the resources, and then we will go and go through the trapdoor. I wonder what is using a trapdoor.
Be one with the shadows. We cannot afford to be seen.
Oh boy. Should I get rid of my companion? Could she count as being seen? Yeah, Miri, I think you're gonna go, because I don't know about this.
A strange mist. Follow it.
Okay. I'm a little bit worried. This is why I should have stealing clothes on all my characters. Hello, stealing clothes. Please, I should have stealing clothes.
It's Earlbar. Stay low.
Broick, killing Captain Agron was not part of our deal.
I am a vampire, Earlvar. I have needs. I made that clear when you hired me.
I hired you to protect my people. This was not what we agreed. You've taken it too far.
Who are you to reprimand me? You haven't seen too far. Just wait.
It's all beginning to make sense.
It does? Can I talk to you and I won't get caught? I better not get caught.
Overseer Earlvar employed a vampire to protect the mine. How dastardly. I believe that explains the missing miners quite succinctly. He must have given the vampire people in exchange for protection for the rest of his workers. But from what, I wonder?
Yeah, this is confusing. Should we tell Elle what we discovered?
Not yet. Despite our ingenious detective work, right now it's still the Overseer's word against ours. And he's already given Elle reason to distrust us. What we need is definitive proof, then she'll have to listen.
If only we had cell phones in Tamriel and could have, recorded that. Anyways, how do we find out?
I believe the Overseer's office is just across the mine. We should investigate. Of course, we have to find a way in first. Perhaps you could pick the lock, or steal his key. I'm somewhat out of my element now.
Okay, I can find a way into the office.
Excellent. You are truly the purveyor of justice Phoebe made you out to be. Just be careful. If we manage to get ourselves caught, we won't get the chance to prove anything.
Got it. I understand. I don't know what the hiding spots look like. Okay. You guys, I think this is gonna go on for a little bit longer. So we're going to continue this next episode. Thank you for joining me, and I hope we get to find out what the heck is going on down here. See you next time.